Revealing my best EDC gun in 2023. Well, this one is hard. 2023, after all, is a year we got a lot of excellent handguns for EDC. Every shooter has their own take on what's the best that they have. Others say it is the P365 XMacro, while others affirm that the FN509cc Edge or the M&P Shield take the cake. Others stay the boring route and go for time-proven options like the Glock 48. None of these opinions suck. In fact, I can personally vouch for each of these pistols. Unless you argue that a Saturday special is a great EDC, I won't really complain about your choice. But do you know what my best EDC for 2023 is? What's up, everyone? This is your boy, Ted, from Line45. In this video, I'm going to unveil to you the handgun that, in my opinion, is the best EDC I used in 2023. Of course, I expect that not all of you would agree with my choice, so just keep those hating to a minimum. Before we get underway, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I know it is a chore, but these simple clicks help my channel immensely. Now, let's return to the video. Introducing the Sig Sauer P365 XL. Now, I have to mention that this one is a hard choice. I have been mainly carrying M&P Compact 2.0 or Glock 26 with a flush mag for quite some time, and it was just last year that I explored the P365 XL. By the way, I have the XMacro as well, and I already mentioned in my previous video that it's my best striker-fired pistol of 2023. But the decision to choose the P365 XL over the XMacro isn't based on some defects that I found on the XMacro. That's not really the case. Between the two, I kinda like the overall quality of the P365 XL. It's super light and accurate, which are aspects that I look for in an EDC firearm. Before I start my rundown about the P365 XL, allow me to share my personal setup for this pistol. I have my P365 XL with a Wilson Combat Grip Module with adhesive grips from Talon. One bro recommended this to me, and it was truly a fantastic upgrade. Don't get me wrong, I like the stock trigger of the P365 XL, but I had to replace it with an Armory Craft trigger. The latter was more tactile and smoother, in my opinion. You can stick with its stock magazines, but if you want added surface in its grip, I recommend mags with pinky extensions, such as the one I got from Armory Craft. You are free to choose holsters for this gun. Alien Gear and the like are great custom-made OWB holsters for the P365 XL. Meanwhile, the ammo should be your choice. Critical Defense, Federal HST, and Plus P ammo are great for their velocity and expansion, further improving the performance of this EDC gun. Of course, you can configure the P365 XL the way you want it to be. No need to follow my configuration. Heck, you can even keep the gun the way it is and won't experience any problems. In fact, I fell in love with this pistol in its base form. With a price of $550 to $650, the Sig Sauer P365 XL features a 12+1 round capacity. It is chambered in 9mm and arrives with iron night sights and an optics-ready design. This is a micro-compact pistol as well. It has a similar length to the P365 XMacro. It is 6.6 inches long and is equipped with a 3.7-inch barrel. Its overall height and width are 4.8 inches and 1.1 inches, respectively. As I mentioned earlier, the gun is light. Unloaded, the P365 XL is just 20.7 inches. With these specs, you can already see why it's a great EDC gun. Capacity-wise, this gun won't leave you empty quickly. It's also easy to conceal because of its compact construction. With the correct holster, this gun won't print on your shirt. And since it is lightweight, you can carry it all day long without feeling burdened. Similar to the P365 XMacro, the P365 XL is bigger than the original P365. The difference is just barely an inch, but it makes a world of difference in terms of its accuracy and ease of use. Keep in mind that a longer slide means more sight radius, given that there's more space between the front and rear sights. The added size also guarantees that you have more real estate in its grip, enabling better recoil control over the pistol. By the way, its grip is roughly 0.6 inches longer than the grip of the standard P365. All I can say is that this gun is extremely manageable. The P365 only has a 10+1 capacity, while the P365 XL has a 12+1 capacity. This 12+1 capacity was just optional for the base P365 pistol. This time, The P365 XL fits 15+1 extended magazines, and that's a nice feature to have when using an EDC gun. While I enjoy using single-stack guns, the peace of mind that these double-stack pistols give me is just irreplaceable. There's one good thing that I have to inform you about the P365 XL. You see many guns in its segment, such as the Springfield Armory XD9 Mod 2, Walther PPQ-SC, and Ruger SR9C, offer the same or higher capacity than the P365 XL. However, none of these guns that I mentioned are slimmer than the P365 XL. No pistol in its segment can compete with its form factor. This slim and downsized profile of the P365 XL series guarantees that it is an excellent EDC handgun. I do know that some shooters out there are satisfied with the overall performance of the base P365, so they don't really find the need to upgrade to the P365 XL. Of course, if you are tight on budget and you already have the P365, then there's no problem sticking to that one as your EDC. As I mentioned, the P365 is an excellent micro-compact for concealed carry. Here's the thing. Both the P365 XL and P365 generate the same average velocity. For example, using 115 grain V-Crown ammo, the two guns were able to produce an average of 1,110 feet per second. In terms of ballistic performance, the longer slide of the P365 XL isn't a game-changer. Its real benefit, however, is in the accuracy department. Using the same X-ray 3 sights and 115 grain ammo, the average 5-shot group size that a standard P365 can create from 20 yards is 1.97 inches. Meanwhile, the P365 XL further reduced this measurement to 1.78 inches. In real-world applications, this may not mean too much. However, I just want to emphasize that the P365 XL is more accurate than the standard P365. And at longer distances, you can guarantee that you have higher chances of hitting your targets with this pistol than when using its smaller brother. Shooting the P365 XL is just bliss. Aside from its streamlined control and ergonomics, the P365 XL has minimal muzzle flip, thanks to the additional weight on its muzzle. Despite being a micro-compact pistol, the P365 XL remains a flat-shooting gun. Since I mentioned its ergonomics, I also have to highlight its texturing. The grip modules that ship with this pistol have a rough texture surrounding them. I said that it is rough because it's tactile and can easily be felt without squeezing the grip tightly. However, I do have to point out that it's not aggressive. It's tacky, but will not cause abrasion to your clothes and skin. This quality is one of the driving forces why I love the P365 XL as an EDC. Its mag release is contoured to minimize snagging, but at the same time it has the right amount of protrusion that lets you access it without the need to shift your grip. It's also brilliant for Sig Sauer to put a good distance away from the slide lock, as it minimizes the possibility of hitting the lock when doing a full-hand grip. Another notable distinction between the P365 XL and P365 is the trigger. As most of us know, the base P365 uses a curved trigger. Meanwhile, the P365 XL has a flat one. I don't really care about the shape of the trigger since the technical advantages of these two are actually up for debate. If you have large hands, I think that a flat trigger might be advantageous to you. After all, these flat-faced triggers provide more length of pull. The trigger pull of the P365 XL is lighter. It was just 5.5 pounds when I used a Lyman digital trigger pull gauge. It's smooth, breaks cleanly, and resets shortly. There's a front rail integrated into the P365 XL. If you are going to attach accessories on the rail, make sure that you have the correct holster. Otherwise, concealing and carrying the pistol might become cumbersome. I suggest that you free the rail from any attachments, but it is really up to you if you want to insert lights or lasers on it. Your call. All I can say is that I'm extremely satisfied with the overall build quality and performance of the P365 XL. Sig Sauer did a really good job in engineering this pistol to cater to a market that requires more in a small package. It's accurate and offers a superb degree of reliability, which are two key features that I want for my EDC gun. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more gun videos like this, just click the subscribe button and notification bell. Take care and stay safe. Take care.